Very excited about this. I haven't seen him. I haven't talked to him in a while. 12 years in the league, All-Pro, Super Bowl champion, member of the All-2010s team. Chris Harris Jr., where you been? What have you been doing?
Doing good, doing good. Thanks for having me. Yeah, it's been a while. I think it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. We were talking on the phone on our call this morning, and it was just Chris Harris Jr. so smiley. Always so smiley. And there it is. And you should be smiling because what a career. Congratulations to you. I know you just announced it last month. An amazing 12 seasons. People don't play 1, 2, couple months. People don't make it to the NFL. How did you know it was time to walk away?
Yeah. Well, when, my goal was always to try to finish my career playing safety. Everybody that plays corner and nickel, they always kind of make that transference to safety and add a couple more years. But I just didn't get that opportunity to do that. And I just thought it was best time to start the next phase of my life. Me having 5 girls, 5 kids, they want daddy's attention 24/7. So I just thought it was a great time to go on to the next phase. And it's been great.
Girl dadding. Wow, that's amazing. 5 girls. Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
What's it like to have 5 girls? I can't even tell me that.
Oh man, everybody wants attention. Everybody wants their little praise and their affirmations. So you got to make sure you spend some equal time with them all. They all want daddy time, alone time, and things like that, and their individual time. So you just got to make sure you got to put that work in. You got to be present, and that's something that that they love. They need that, and especially when they're at the crucial age. My girls are at the age from 9 to 1. So they're at that crucial age where they need their pops.
Unbelievable 5 girls. Chris, I didn't know that. I think that's amazing. I will ask you, though, as great as that sounds, which NFL team or which NFL coach would have the easiest time calling you and saying, Chris, I need you to suit up, come here, play safety for me this season? Who's getting the yes?
Oh, man. Definitely, I could go play with the Eagles. They already have a veteran secondary. I know Fangio's system. I can learn it really fast. And if he's added anything new, and then having veteran corners, so I definitely think I could go up there and fit with those guys. Also, if they need some nickel work, go in there and play some nickel work. But I think that would be a good fit. Chiefs, of course, them already having all the pieces, just going in there and being that last piece in the back end, I definitely think that could help there. So, it's definitely some places for sure that definitely could use a veteran presence. Maybe Houston, maybe get somebody that has a vet back there with those young boys. So there's a couple of places where I definitely think I could definitely make an impact. I know I can still cover these tight ends. So it's just, if I got that call, I might have to pull out of retirement for sure.
I think you better go hide because you can't. You just said you'd go play for the Chiefs, Chris Harris. What are you saying to Broncos fans? What are we doing here? You can't say the Chiefs are the only team you can't say.
Hey, I'm just saying what team would fit the better. At this time that's in a win right now. My Broncos now. Give us like 4 years. When Bo Nix is ready, then it would have been perfect timing.
So you want to win a ring, it sounds like. You're talking Eagles. By the way, you said that Eagles flew out of your mouth. That pitch was ready to go. So Howie Roseman on line 1, have y'all actually, has there been any discussion there? No. Yes?
Yeah. Oh, no. I've been done, man. So I've just been, okay. I still stay in shape, still make sure I'm ready because I still work out a lot of kids. And, a lot of kids been asking me to give them some technique and fundamental work. So I've been pitching in doing that, but right now I'm just enjoying this. I'm getting ready to jump into your side of the world, the media side of the world. So I did my the broadcast boot camp. That went great. I continue to do my podcast on Believe Network. That's been going good. But, now we're getting ready to jump into the next phase, taking it to another level. So I'm excited about coming over to the media with you guys.
I'm very happy to have you. Arms wide open, of course, with that smile and this analysis. You've played, the coolest thing about you and if I was an executive, a sports executive in the media space trying to figure out, Chris, let me build another roster, bring somebody in. You are the perfect bridge person. You played with the OGs. You've taken on Megatron. You know what that's like.
Yeah.
And you've taken on the Justin Jeffersons of the world as we turn to him and get some of your analysis. You're like the perfect person to speak to both, and that's rare, and I love that about you. And, you know, Justin Jefferson just got the bag, so let's hit it. Breaking news this morning, 4 years. $35 million per year, 110 of that guaranteed. You've faced them all. Like I said, Megatron, Larry Fitzgerald, DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones. Where does Justin Jefferson stack up against those great receivers?
Yeah. Oh, he's definitely up there with the top. You know, when you say Julio Jones, Megatron, those guys are kind of like different. Those are like super generational talents that, you know, rarely come up. The thing with Jefferson is this guy just is pure fundamentals, pure technique. You know, savvy off the line, great route runner, great hands. And he kind of developed into this guy that he is now, the superstar that he is now. And he's definitely worth the money. He's been carrying the Vikings franchise, you know, the last 4 years. And we expect him to continue to do that. You know, 1,000 yards every year. He's been a playmaker for them. And I think he's definitely in the top three in the game. So, you know, with Chase, I love Chase's game. He continues to be a playmaker. And Tyreek Hill, you know, those three, those are interchangeable to me, depending on what kind of guy you like, right? You got Tyreek, if you want to have that speed guy, take the top off, but Jefferson's going to work the whole field. Guy that has great route running, savvy, knows how to find the open holes, man or zone. I just love his play.
You played him when you were a Charger.
Yeah.
Do you remember that game?
Yes.
I hate to bring it up.
We should have had him. We almost had him.
I just looked up the stat line. He had 9 for 143.
Yeah.
You should have had him.
He killed us. He had a big day, definitely. You know, he was killing us all over. But I don't think I was on a lot of those plays though. So I think I made a couple plays against him. But I mean, this guy was dynamic. He could catch the ball all over the field. He tore us up that game, though.
Yeah, you had a PBU.
I mean, he's definitely a playmaker.
I saw that. But it's interesting he's the highest paid non-quarterback, definitely highest paid receiver. You're not willing to say he's the best, though. The top three are interchangeable.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think so. This deal right here, I definitely see Chase coming up next and trying to beat that. You know, they got that little LSU rivalry, you know. Mm-hmm. And they might not say it, but trust me, they got a little inside rivalry. Who's going to have the biggest deal, you know. And so I think Chase comes back and gets 35, even though it's going to be hard with Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Right? It's easier with Jefferson because he has a rookie quarterback. You can double down on those guys.
Totally.
Especially when you don't have to pay the franchise quarterback. But I think Chase is definitely going to try to come get that for sure.
All right, let's talk about you a little bit. Let's go back to, before the Pro Bowls, before that Super Bowl ring. You were 2012, second year in the league. Take me to week 6, Monday Night Football. Your Broncos are down 24-0. We had to ask you about this to the Chargers, who then joined later. You guys climb all the way back. This was like the moment for Chris Harris Jr. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Take me to the fourth quarter, the 2 picks, 1 run back for a touchdown, insane win 35-24. Undrafted guy you are.
Yeah. Man, that was a huge game, and Kay, I didn't know I was gonna start. I didn't expect to play. Right? One of our guys, Tracy Porter, got sick on Saturday at the walkthrough. Right? And they're like, hey, Chris, you're starting.
No way.
And I'm thinking, like, this is Monday night versus Phillip Rivers. I'm starting opposite Champ Bailey, a Hall of Fame guy. You know, I got to be ready to go. And I just, you only get so many opportunities as an undrafted guy. You know, my signing bonus $2,000. So I'm like, I got to go take advantage of this. I got to go make plays. And I was up studying all night getting ready for this game. And I was well prepared, and I was able to come out and make some plays for us.
I don't understand how you were undrafted. I still don't understand.
You know, when you come at our time in Kansas, we were pretty much rock bottom, after we won the Orange Bowl and the Inside Bowl. But, I played against a lot of these guys in college, Kay. Mm-hmm. Being in the Big 12, facing all these quarterbacks and receivers, it really prepared me for the next level because I've already seen the Jeremy Maclins, Chase Daniels, Dez Bryant, Jordy Nelson. I've already played these guys in college, but I kind of got lost in that shuffle being at Kansas.
I went to Mizzou, and I think that's why I don't understand it, because I saw the tangles. I saw the lockdowns of my guys like Jeremy Maclin all the time. I wonder if it's like the NFL didn't value the nickel position as much back then.
Yeah. I don't think so either. That's kind of position that now it's kind of mainstream now. Everybody's watching it. Everybody's tuning into it. But you got to have 5 corners, right? Because everybody plays spread. The new NFL is open, right? It's like run and gun. It's like the new Warriors offense, right? Everybody's spread. That's why you got the little screens. You got the shovel passes. You got the jet sweeps. Everything's open. So you got to have more speed out there on the field. And the only way you can do that, right, is bringing that 5th guy in, having him play all over the field. He has to be a run stopper. He has to be able to cover. He has to be able to do it all in that nickel position.
Do you miss Phillip Rivers more than some of the guys that you played with on the Broncos?
Man, I love Phillip Rivers. He was definitely good to me. He definitely took care of a lot of the stuff I have here at the house. Gave me a lot of gifts. So I love Phillip Rivers, man. I can't say anything bad about him. We said too many bad things to him on the field.
What did you
I hope
say
he's
to
not having
him?
nightmares. Man, Wolf used to be mean to him, man. Say he's gonna eat his kids and things like that. That came out a long time ago, but we used to try to strike a lot of fear in that guy.
And what would he
didn't
say?
have it, though. I don't think it messed with
Doggone it. What did he say back to you?
I think one time he didn't know I went to Kansas, but he was like, "Go back to Arkansas." I'm like, "Arkansas? Why would I go back there?" That's one thing. But he used to have fake dummy calls because he knew I used to always study his symbols, his signals, and things like that. So man, one time he got me. One time he gave me a little dummy call. I went for it, man, and he got me one time. I'll never forget that.
I love that you say you owe him. You're like, thanks for the car. Thanks for my future 5 daughters' college education. I appreciate that.
Yes,
You picked him off more than any other quarterback, and I figured you guys had a special bond. Like, I figured you'd miss him a little bit right now.
He just kept trying me, man. He just kept trying me, and I just thank you, Phillip. Thank you.
4 career picks off of him. Derek Wolf, who knew? DN's saying that he's gonna eat his children. I didn't know that with a name like Wolf. That makes sense. Another very talkative specimen on that team in those times, Aqib Talib. You were both corners at Kansas, not Arkansas. Phillip Rivers on the Orange Bowl squad. Then you reunite in Denver. You win a Super Bowl. You become all pros. It's the no-fly zone. One of my favorite things to ever exist in my fandom of the NFL. Give me your best story of you and Aqib.
Man, Aqib, that's my big brother. I'll never forget going into Kansas, 17 years old. I'll never forget trying to get in the club, trying to get in the party. I'm young. Aqib's like, "Oh, go, let my youngin' in. So that's just how Aqib is, man. He always took care of me in college, all the way up until even when I got into the league, just being that big brother. Giving me confidence, also teaching me a lot of the game. So that's one of my big brothers. I always love Aqib, and we live 10 minutes away from each other, man. We're about to start trying to get on this golf course together. But that's my brother, man. I'm excited for the things that he has coming. He's gonna bounce back and continue to make an impact in the community like he does. And I know he's gonna get back to TV. So yeah, that's my big bro, and I'm definitely love him.
We talked about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, and I agree with you. There's something there. There's like a competitive iron sharpens iron. Did that ever exist with you and Aqib, or was it always super friendly and supportive?
Oh no, we always competitive. Even in college, we want to be competitive, right? Who's gonna have the most picks? Who's gonna have the most PBUs? Who's gonna have a pick 6? It was always competition, and I think that's what drove the no-fly zone. That's what made us who we were, having competition with Roby, Talib, T.J. Ward, Darren Stewart. We are always competing every practice, right? Every day, putting money in the pot. Who's going to come out with the most picks today in practice? We did that all year. And I think that just gave us that competition edge. And when it got to the hard times in games, we were like, it's nothing. Somebody's going to make a play. We can count on it. And we always had that competition. And that's what makes us better.
Best corner duo in the league right now.
Ooh, the best corner duo? I'm going to have to go with the Cowboys. I like Bland and I like Diggs. Hopefully he comes back healthy. I wish they would pick up, Steph back. I think that would complete their secondary, having another great veteran. I think he was good for them. I also like, let me see who else. I think I'm going to go with them. I think I'm going to go with the Cowboys. I like the Jets, Sauce Gardner, Reed. Those guys are solid. This is definitely, we need some more duos out there. We need some guys. There's a lot of teams with just one solid guy, right? Last year we had X and we had Jalen. That was nice. But there's not too many duos out there right now.
I mean, and then when you're an Eagle and you're joining those, corners, you'll get to probably, you're talking about the Cowboys so nicely, you'll probably get to hang out with who? CeeDee Lamb quite a bit, huh?
Oh, yeah, because, of course, CD plays that slot, and he's killing guys all over the league in that slot. But
how would
I like the Eagles this year.
How would you do against CeeDee Lamb right now?
Oh, if I was in my prime, I would do great. I would do good because guys like him never really gave me trouble. It was mainly the Tyreek Hills, those guys that are blazers, 4.2s out there. So I don't think I would have an issue prime strap, versus CD. I don't think I'd have an issue. Of course, he's definitely a great player. I'm not saying he's not going to catch the ball, but I don't think I would have a problem with him in my prime for sure.
I mean, you have Slay there, Bradbury's there. You could come in and say, listen, Howie Roseman, I will mentor out of Cooper DeJean.
Oh, yeah. And then he might say, oh, that's why we paid Darius Slay and Bradbury, But
you got to say right now that you could lock up CD right now. None of this in your prime stuff. Let's go right now.
I can lock him up right now, just be able to put me up there on the field, That guy averages 10 catches, 12 targets. Let me cut him to 5. Let me see if I can do that, Let me see if I can make half those. Yeah, let me just see if I can trim those receptions.
Listen, you bring championship pedigree wherever you go, even if it's a TV set, if it's on the field, maybe a playoff situation. Who knows? I know you're keeping yourself in shape for whatever might be ahead. You and these Broncos, epic battles against Tom Brady in the playoffs. So fun to watch. I remember being at an AFC Championship game when you guys beat them in Denver.
Yeah.
People say Arrowhead so loud, and it was so, people were just jumping up and down, and the whole place was shaking. It was one of the most memorable experiences I've had in the NFL. On your way to Super Bowl 50, but you also faced Mahomes twice a year. Okay, not only with Denver, but then again with the Chargers. So I'm curious, who gives you more of a challenge at your position, Brady or Mahomes?
Yeah. Brady was kind of like that teacher, right? Because I came in the game young, so Brady was already in his prime. He was Brady, So Brady was kind of that guy that taught me the game on the field, right? How to cover in motion, putting me in stacks and bunches, hiding the guy, because he used to hide Welker, hide Amendola, behind sticks, and I would have to fight my way through it to be able to cover those guys. Putting Gronk in motion, being able to move guys around. That was Tom Brady. He taught me the game on that. Going against Mahomes, Mahomes will play you solid all game, and then at the end, it's the fourth quarter with Mahomes. He hits you with those backbreakers, right? It'll be 3rd and 10, 3rd and 20, and then he'll run for 20 yards. Right, that's the things with Mahomes. He has the legs effect to it that's different than Brady that he can add to the game. Right, he can make all the throws. He can throw on the run. That's the difference with him and Brady. Brady couldn't really throw too much on the run, but in the pocket he's A+. But a guy like Mahomes, he can scramble, he can throw on the run, and he makes those crucial plays in the fourth quarter that just kills you. Right, that just kills the defense. You got him pinned down, and he just comes out and always scrambles. I don't know how they let him do it every time. And then
you got to hold on. You got to stick with your man so much longer. That's got to be so annoying.
Yeah. You got to cover longer with Mahomes, right? That's an extra 2 seconds, 2 or 3 seconds with this guy.
That's not fun.
And it just kills you, especially as a DB. And then you got to line, especially when they had Tyreek Hill, right? That just was really cheating, right? I'm glad the NFL broke that up. Because that was no telling what they would put up now.
Not like they needed him because they just won the Super Bowl without him, Chris. That's why you want to play on that team. You want to make all the Broncos fans so mad.
Hey, I think you can't make everybody happy. That's one thing I've learned. I've learned in the NFL, we can't make everybody happy. You know, I think everybody was already mad at me anyways for going to the Chargers.
No,
So
playing for
it's
the
all
Chargers
good.
is a different animal. You going and playing for the Chiefs would be like a dagger in the heart of Broncos fans everywhere. But I could see why you'd want to play with Mahomes, not against him, because you know, all that running around he does makes you have to work hard. It's just not fun. It's just not fun. I totally get it.
It's an easy job.
Yeah.
It's an easy job.
How hard of a job was it going up against Peyton Manning? Like, was it annoying to face him in practice? Fun? Yes, no?
He was amazing at practice, right? If we're playing in a raining game, Peyton's out there. He's dipping his hand in water, the ball in water. He's getting ready for all the effects on the field. You know, the elements, right? Peyton was just super prepared, like all the time. He got me better at coming out of my breaks, right? When you play defensive back, you have to be able to come out of your breaks at the top of the route. Where say if it's a comeback, you got to be able to come back fast with that route. And the thing about Peyton was the ball would already be out of his hands before the guy even makes his break, and then bam, hit him in the chest, right? I never seen a quarterback that was so perfect on timing. The receivers had to be exactly where he wanted them to be, and if they were there, the ball was going to hit them in the chest. He threw the most catchable football, right? A lot of these quarterbacks that you see, they're always talking about, oh, let's just throw it hard,
Yeah.
and try to throw the ball through guys' helmets, through their face, right? Peyton, no, he's going to make the easiest catchable football. Okay, you can catch his footballs. They're so easy, right?
What is that supposed to mean? You don't know. I could go out there and route some fools up. You don't know. No, we had Emmanuel Sanders, your former teammate, on last week, and he said it was like somebody dropping a roll of toilet paper into your hands. That's what he said.
Yeah, perfect example, right? And it's just so easy. I mean, it was such easy to pick off too, right, Kay? Because you know he's gonna have one of those little slow, touchy floaters coming, So I definitely love getting Peyton in practice. And it just made we try to get him right every week, get him ready in the season. He got us ready, so it was always back and forth.
Yeah.
And that's what made us better.
Before I let you go, I got to ask, you and Keenan, a lot of this, and then y'all had to play with each other. What's the relationship these days with Keenan Allen?
That's my guy right there, man. So now, he'll pick me up every once in a while on 2K. He'll hit me up, hey, Strap, you want to run with us. So that's my guy. We came close definitely in L.A., just going through all the battles and, just mutual respect there. That was definitely one of my rivals every year, having to go see him and Phillip. And, when they had Gates, those guys were tough every week. It was fun going against them. And we're cool now, though, so that's the good thing. Now you can retire, and he's still playing, wishing the best for him in Chicago. He did tell me Caleb Williams is the real deal, so I got some scoop on that for sure.
Say?
He said he's the real deal.
Oh, that Caleb is? Tell me, what did he say?
Oh, he said he's the real deal. He expects big numbers from him for sure, make a lot of plays, so he's excited.
Let's go. Well, that's good. It's just good to know that for all the GMs and everything out there that, Matt Eberflus could call you and say, hey, we need some help at safety, and Keenan Allen wouldn't keep you away from joining Chicago.
Oh, no, they definitely need some vets back there. I like Johnson. Now, he's a rising corner, but I love his game.
Okay.
He's very physical. He's big corner for them. So he has to be able to, continue to be that number one corner for the Bears because they need some more on defense, right? I think their secondary might be the weakest aspect on their team right now. So I'm challenging those guys. They want to win the division, win the North, You got to go out there and shut down Jefferson this year.
Yeah, they'll see. Newly paid Jefferson, of course, in Chicago. Chicago's defense down the stretch, pretty good, but they definitely could use some help in their secondary. It's very interesting. So Keenan saying this about Caleb Williams, did he have the same opinion of Justin Jefferson? Is he speaking about Caleb differently?
About Justin, you mean Herbert?
Sorry, yeah, Herbert. That's what I meant.
Herbert?
Sorry. Yeah.
No. Of course, I don't think he's talking to the level of Justin Herbert yet.
Got it.
Right, because he's just saying, because he hadn't seen him in live game, I think that's different. Practice is always better, quarterback's not getting hit. Nobody's touching him right now. So we got to wait. Let's see what he looks like when he's getting hit by these grown men coming off the edge, and he's running for his life. So, and he has to be able to make those plays. But, he's always loved Justin, and I knew Justin was going to be a problem first day. We knew it. You know, we knew he was going to be. This guy, he came out making every throw. And you could see the potential on him. You could see he just looked so NFL ready. And even with Tyrod, I was like, man, Tyrod, you're my guy. You know, we came in the same year, but I don't know how long you're going to be able to hold this guy back, you know, because he came in ready. So if Caleb comes in anywhere like Justin, I expect him to have a great rookie year.
What's missing with Justin? Everyone says that. I've never heard a negative thing about Justin. Tough as nails, plays through injury, makes every throw, unbelievable. What is missing? For them to get these meaningful wins? What's missing, not with the team, but with Justin specifically? What could he work on?
That clutch factor. He's missing that clutch factor. Like a Mahomes, being able to make I'm not saying he hasn't made clutch throws, because he has. He's made clutch plays. But it's that fourth quarter dominance, right, that you can see from a Brady, that you can see from Mahomes. You know, or Big Ben, when I played against those guys, if the game was a touchdown or 3 points, I was nervous still, right? Because I knew Brady could always bring this team back. Even if we're up 20, I knew Brady in the fourth quarter is a problem. And it's that clutch factor, I think, that he's missing, that he's going to have to need. He's going to have that clutch factor to beat Mahomes. Can he
get that? Can Jim give that to him? That's so interesting to me. Did he never have it? Does he not have it? Like, has he just not shown that he has it? Or clearly corners on the other side aren't scared of him in those big situations in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. I think he does have it, but like you said, it's going to take a experienced coach to bring that out of him. That's why I think Harbaugh is going to be a great fit for him. A guy that's won in the league and also won in college, just a winning atmosphere guy. So I think having him putting a little bit off his shoulders, it used to be all on Justin. Yeah. And he probably felt the boulder of that every week. So now being able to have some mean guys up front with Joe Alt, having that protection up front, having a run game, having a solid defense, I think is going to help him. Right? I don't know if we've had a top 5 defense with Justin. Right? Mahomes is on a team that has a top 5 defense. Right? So those are some little factors that I think that will help him get to that next level. But to be with the greats, right? The Big Bens, the Tom Brady's, the Peyton Manning's, right? They had that little clutch factor, that you got to have.
Yeah, they have not had a top 5 defense with Justin Herbert, for sure. They're trying to turn it around, and hopefully they do. And if anybody can get it out of him, it is Jim Harbaugh, who was, of course, nicknamed Captain Comeback. So hopefully he can get that out of him. Chris Harris Jr., I kept you a long time. I just could ask you a million more questions. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to see what the media world holds for you. Let me know if you need anything, and hopefully you'll come on again soon.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Anytime you need some DB analysis, let me know. I got you.
You're the best. Chris Harris Jr., I can't even smile with him because his smile knocks me out of the park. Get off screen. Go hang out with your daughters. We've got Morgan later.